Hi everyone and welcome back to LTF1. You're here with me, Ishan and Raj. Today we're going to be talking about a topic you will have heard about unless you've been living under a rock. It's Lewis Hamilton's contract. There's been a lot of rumours flying around, and today we're going to be talking about the main three rumours, and discussing whether they're true or not. So, first up, the first rumour that's been circulating, and it feels like it's been around longer than coronavirus, is whether Lewis Hamilton will have a say in who his teammate is next year. Toto Wolff shut this down immediately by saying that there's not been for 1 second any discussion over a driver-related issue clause in his contract. So, yeah, for me, I think this rumour's been used the most against Lewis Hamilton as it's been weaponised, I think, to sort of tarnish his reputation and make him come across as this selfish, bad sportsman. Raj, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, I feel like it's not representing him truly. And at the end of the day, the rumour, it's spreading probably false lies, as I think that, no teammate would ask for that. In the real world, would we actually see a driver comment on something like that? No. So, yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, and it's described by Toto Wolff as baseless, which I think is a good summary of it.
The second rumour that was shut down by Toto this week was the claim that Lewis Hamilton had asked for a cut of TV revenue. The rumour came out of nowhere, according to Toto Wolff, which, as much as it may seem unlikely, I feel that this could have been more of a possibility than the first one. What do you think, Ishan?
Yeah, maybe, because Lewis Hamilton, he's a very serious athlete, a very serious driver, and he is the best. So I could see that maybe, but again, people like to have an image of Lewis Hamilton as this sort of bit of a money grabber, a bit of, like selfish, a bit of a diva and so on. And I think these sort of things can be weaponized against him, but at the same time, I do think it would be slightly likely that, maybe he'd ask for that.
Rumour number 3 was that negotiations were delayed with Mr. Hamilton because originally the other rumours sort of stemmed from this, but talks got delayed due to Hamilton getting COVID, and thankfully he recovered from it, but he sort of wanted to negotiate after the season had ended, and as we saw, it was a very prolonged sort of contract meetings. The contract meetings were very lengthy, and he was the last driver to be confirmed on the grid. So he may have left it a bit late, but I feel like when he was trying to get those extra clauses in there that really nailed down his ideal contract, that's what he was sort of looking for. But yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I think some of the other rumours, they, as you said, they stemmed from the negotiations taking a bit longer. But when you look at it, it does make total sense that after he had recovered and after the season had finished, that he would have wanted to discuss and negotiate his contract then. So I think some of the, as Toto said, as I said before, that some of the accusations and the rumours, they were baseless. And I think they came as a part of because, some reporters and journalists wanted to fill the time, and, not all of them are very, what's the word, Hamilton-centric in their reporting, let's just say. So, yeah, I think some of the reports just came about as a form of something to fill the time. But with Mercedes, and don't get me wrong here, because Mercedes being, the biggest team on the grid currently, they like a bit of drama and they like a bit of media circulation for them. So, yeah, so they probably enjoyed making it a bit longer as well. They probably prolonged it, after it had been agreed. So,
any media is good media.
Yeah.
And I think I was commenting to our beautiful editor to leave his comments.
Our editor, because his microphone doesn't work.
Yes.
What are the truths of Hamilton's contract? With all the circulation and the rumours, as we said before, we thought we would discuss what the truths of the contract are. So the first truth of Hamilton's contract is that it's not 2 or 3 or 4 years, it's in fact just 1 year. And the reason kind of being is because Hamilton's 36 now, so he probably has other, he wants to win his 8th title, and then after that, I think he's going to consider whether to stay in F1 or not, because a bit like Rosberg, he might want to retire on a high, but I think if he does renew after this 1 year, it'll be a case of year by year. So we'll have this drama every year, so we can use this like a dishcloth. Raj, thoughts?
Yeah, so we discussed that prior to Hamilton's contract being approved, and we sort of milked that topic a bit back in November, December time. But yeah, it seems to have come true year by year, and I feel like that's the best way for him to go, because he's not gonna want to stay many more years.
No.
It's highly likely he will win next year again.
Yeah,
and we'll see. But yeah, definitely the year by year system will be best for him.
Yeah, and I think Hamilton will sort of decide before the 2022 regulations come in to see what his chances of doing well at Mercedes are still then. So
the second truth of Hamilton at Mercedes is that the reported figure of 40 million isn't necessarily true. While Mercedes refused to disclose how much the contract is actually worth, it's unlikely that we'll never know, but we did discuss that, yes, it would be around that ballpark figure, around 40 to 50 million. Thirdly,
and just to clarify for one last time, Hamilton has no control over his teammate. So please, everyone, stop sharing that. And I'm glad Toto Wolff has cleared it up. So we're now at the end of the video. Thank you all if you're still here and you listen to us two again, because Akshay has no microphone. And yeah, so thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Stay with us next time. We usually upload on a Wednesday and a Saturday. This is going to be a Sunday upload, but never mind. You can find us on Twitter at LTF1Official and on Instagram at LTF1Official. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.